Hey, what is up, guys? It is Straight Swag, aka Worst Name 69, coming at you live with No Man's Sky. Now we are on playthrough number 9, is it? And I cleaned up. We're coming right off of playthrough 8, and I cleaned up one of those ores, and I'm at the one we were looking at in the distance, just mining away, doing our thing. And yeah, we're again, our mission right now is to try and acquire 10 million in credits to purchase a fantastic ship. That is our goal. I don't know if we're gonna meet it today. I hope so, but it's gonna be a lot of grinding. So, you know, maybe I don't want to broadcast all that grinding. It is part of the game, but the No Man's Sky, I guess there's so many people that are being little bitches about this game anyway. Kind of ruins it for everyone else that's actually enjoying it. But you got people that have been following it for, I don't know, 3 years with, you know, 3-year-old promises for what the game was, or at least what they wanted it to be. Granted, things change, but you know, you got people out there playing the game for what, 70 hours, 60 hours, 50, 20, 7 hours, and they're all asking for refunds. It's a little ridiculous. I'm gonna call bullshit on that. If you refunded your game, your No Man's Sky, after playing 50 hours, 30 hours, 20 fucking hours, I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? It's a game. It's a great game at that. It's a little glitchy. Granted, I haven't been following it for 3 years, but I have anticipated it for well over a year. And just because they don't have all the things that they said they were going to have doesn't mean that this is not a game worth buying and playing. To some, I guess it is, or isn't, but yeah, like I said, a bunch of whiny bitches. It's a fucking video game. You're supposed to have some fun, man. Personally, I think it's just a bunch of kids trying to get out of paying 60, 70, 80 bucks for a video game that they actually played and enjoyed. Or not enjoy, whatever, but I mean, you paid for it, you played it, you own it, you don't get a refund for that shit. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? And shame on whoever refunded the shit. It's all that scary false advertisement claims. That's not advertising. They're advertising the game, but they're also advertising their hopes and dreams for the game. You know, I don't know if any of that shit was set in concrete. I don't really think it was. It's not affecting my perception of the game. I'm having a good time with it. That's what it's all about. You know? But it's all that negative bullshit that goes around, spreads like cancer, and now you got a great game getting a lot of bullshit because some fucking elitist silver spoon up someone's ass saying, hey man, after 70 hours of gameplay, you got a refund for this piece of shit that, you know, whatever. I don't know, man. I'm calling bullshit on all y'all motherfuckers. Let me know when the sand's out your vaginas. And you're out there ready to play some video games and stop being such a negative, whiny little fucking bitch. Seriously, what the fuck? It's a real downer. In any case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play my game and I'm gonna enjoy it. And I have been. Like I said, there are a couple of glitches that I've encountered. Nothing major. Any bullshit that was said 3 years ago, I mean, you gotta be pretty fucking naive to think that all that's gonna be coming into effect. You know, like I said, it's hopes, it's dreams, it's aspirations. How are you gonna know what your final product's gonna be 3 years? You know, for first-time developers or, you know, indie developers or, you know, it's not like they're Ubisoft with a large catalog of games. But I'd say for what it is, this game's pretty awesome. If you got yourself a pretty nice imagination, you enjoy doing the mining like you do in Minecraft, you enjoy the grind. If you're a grinder, You know, granted, you don't get to build, but you can manipulate the land. You can mine. You can make money. So it's a strong economy. If you're like a tycoon, you want to make that. You want to make that cash. You want to own the universe. That was another thing. People complaining about the size of the universe just wasn't as big as he said it was. You know, it's still fucking big. You're not going to explore it all. There's no way. So get those negative naysayers, those sensitive Sallys, those tricksters and manipulators out of the way. And what you're looking at here is gameplay of what I think is a great game. Granted, I haven't been exploring like crazy, but the elements that I have been enjoying, I have been enjoying. So good on any of you who stick with what you enjoy and don't change your ways because of the populace opinion, the majority opinion. The thing is, I've been running into quite a bit of plutonium, so I'm going to be using that over carbon right now. I have an abundance of plutonium on my person, so yeah, that's what I'm using to charge up my shit. I'm not going to be collecting too much more carbon now, just because I need to free up some of them slots for all my mining. I don't want to go back just yet. I want to find more of this emerald and load up even further. We've got some slots, but the ship is fully stocked. And I'm starting to think that I want to hold on to some zinc. So I may only end up with 2 slots of emerald on ship. But that's alright, like I said, on person, I've got so many. I mean, here's 500, here's 500, here's 500. Do another 500, another 500, another 500. Hold on to plutonium, maybe some thamium 9. I can ditch the iron because that's like, what, $3,000 for 250? You know, that ain't shit. I don't even want iron. Get rid of it. Because in the long run, we're looking at emerald, and emerald at 250, it's fetching 68,000 credits. That's a lot. So you gotta have your priorities right as far as storage space when you're doing your mining operation. Now again, that's probably just a mirage over there. I'm going to try and glitch it out. It's not like it was huge, but I feel like I've spent enough time out here to where I could possibly glitch it. But like I said, we just had an update not too long ago, and it's likely that that won't be the case. They probably fix that. That seems like kind of a big one to fix. But it's also possible no one knows about it. If that's the case, we might be able to take advantage. Just gotta get up closer. That's just not gonna work. They fixed that because you're supposed to, if the glitch worked if I was in closer proximity, but the render dissipates before I get close enough. That's the way it was working. So it seems like they fixed that. Good on them, you know. It was a little bit of a cheese, but it was a helpful cheese. Not necessarily a big deal on a planet such as this, but if you're out there in the universe not finding a lot of emerald, that would have been a really nice way of double dipping. Well, I certainly like that I'm not getting shot into space occasionally every time I launch off the ground, so that's good stuff. So what we're gonna do is, I think that's the nearest spot over there actually, so we're gonna go this way. We're gonna check out one of those red areas, those red blips on our map. I do think that, especially in this system, I'm going to keep at least one of these red blips tags on my map. You know, if I visit all but one and these things disappear, I'm going to leave one because it's just easier to locate where my planet is with that tag still visible on my map. See what we got down here. We are, of course, going to drop down. Could be upgrades. I want them upgrades. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, we saving our game, man. It's nice having the saves all understood, restore points saved. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but still, I mean, you want to be sure, you know. You don't want to, like, end the game with restore points saved and not know for sure that that is the save. This right here says it all, right? Save. But in my particular situation, I didn't even explore those question marks right away until later. You get out of your ship, restore point save. I mean, it pops up for a couple different scenarios, but again, if you don't know, do you feel confident leaving your game without a guarantee that that's a save? No, not this boy. Not this boy. I want guarantees. See, I've been in an area like this before where this looks like a life form of some kind. I mean, those are claws, right? I've been in an area like this before. Much larger, but I glimpsed the crimson orb between the clouds, a vast and baleful eye. Unblinking and monstrous. Fear turned the blood in my veins to ice. I was so afraid it would see me. But then the clouds moved and it was gone. I was no longer certain if it had ever been real. Perhaps the fungal deposits from the last world I visited are still clogging my exosuit beds. I see. Affecting my cognition somehow. Gotcha. I've cleaned my filters 6 times now, but I still feel it inside me. Good God, man. Good God, man. Discover something coded deep inside the long dead traveler's data log. New technology discovered. Looks like upgrade for my life support. That's nice, huh? Real nice. Sigma. Not so nice. But, I mean, beggars can't be choosers. Life support in general is huge. I mean, I've been on planets where it is murder, literally murder, to step outside of your ship. You've got therms, you've got all kinds of shit affecting, you know, just draining your shielding or whatever it is. Is there anything else in here? I feel like maybe I may have overlooked. Doesn't seem that way. Alright, we're gonna get out of here. Let's see. Can I... Looks like I can have this with this. We just have a standard life support, suit survival power pack, and this is life support module. So what I'm gonna do, move this down. Now we're gonna, looks like we've got the stuff. We're gonna throw that in there, see what that does. Just an upgrade. Now I acquired another stamina enhancement, but it doesn't show up at all, not even. So I'm thinking if I maybe dismantled it, it would show up. I'm not really sure. Maybe I can only have 1 stamina. Maybe I didn't acquire it properly. Maybe it glitched out. I'm not sure, but I had this already installed, and I acquired another one, and I don't know where it went, or if I can even install 2. So that's something that I'll try, hopefully, because my running sucks donkey dick. It's bad. It's real bad. And I would like to be a little more faster. I would like to be faster. I would like to run. I would like to even jog would be nice. What I have is a brisk walk. Right here. Picture those power ladies at the mall, you know, walking really fast. That's a fast walk. Maybe they got some weights in their hands. Maybe they're wearing some yoga pants. Maybe they've got some sweat bands on. You know? Definitely wearing those tennis shoes. In any case, I think I'm done in this area. Yeah, that was just a small little what it, but we did acquire some good gear out of it, so worth the stop. Worth the stop. Yeah, what do we got? Is this the... Oh my! Look at that pretty thing. That's a tower. Now I've taken some screenshots. I don't know how I'm gonna get them to you guys, but massive spires of emerald. It's huge. This is a beautiful specimen. This is what I like to mine right here, because you're getting a bang for your buck. What I do with one of these, I get the trees out of the way, it's hard to see, but we're going to create a radial staircase, if you will. Doesn't need to be perfect, you just want to make our way to the top. Just kind of go around and around until we reach the top. Come on, come on. Maintain an angle up and continually walk. But what? Oh, I'm not sure where I am. Alright, we go back up there. So anyway, you get up to the top, not only, that, I work my way down then at that point, I'll center myself up and do my normal drill around. But it'll give us a nice vantage point of the surrounding area. Maybe we'll find another spire like this. It's not completely uncommon to find just a single spire, but it is possible to find two of this size. This is pretty darn big. This is a dandy. We're getting some good money after this one. Alright, we made our way up. We're going to survey the land. Looks like this is all we got, so yeah, it's not a bad thing. Weapon charge depleted. A little far down there, I got disorientated, but here's we'll just charge up our weapon. Technology recharge. A little bit of plutonium, huh? Since we're in the menu screen, we're just gonna check everything else. Technology recharge. Everything's looking good, looking good. Life support. Technology recharge. Okay. I'm pretty sure I got a jetpack upgrade too. I don't think. Yep. Here it is right here. Jetpack booster, Sigma. All these upgrades are Sigma. But, I mean, they come in handy. That jetpack booster is pretty nice. It's only a +1, but like I said, beggars can't be choosers. It's a huge boon to our operation. Yeah, we're just gonna mine. Whistle while you work, you know, that kind of shit. Tear this emerald up. Make this cluster my bitch. We may have to go back actually after this, I'm not really sure. still check out that. Nice. I've been trying to scan these birds forever. They're such a pain in the ass. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. But I'm sure it was important. If it was, I'll remember and it'll come back to me. But yeah, it's always nice to scan plant life and animal life. I'm extremely familiar with this planet and its creatures and plant life. I haven't acquired 100%, I don't think, but close enough to where I feel comfortable that there's nothing extremely hostile. You got that tentacle that comes out of the ground. You might come across some shit that'll defend its territory. But for the most part, everything just minds its own business. And I can carry on with mine uninterrupted. Trying at one point, seeing if I could scan the dead body. Doesn't look like it. But yeah, it seems if you want to scan these birds, you definitely have to find larger clusters. Before I was only finding 3 of them at a time, and they were spaced out quite a bit. So you find a large community like this. That really does help out. Yeah, we're just gonna work our way down. Working towards that $1 million, or 10 million bucks. But I like the textures of this particular. It's like a greenish gold. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with future broadcasts, specifically with this game, especially if I'm just going to be mining the whole time. Just doesn't really seem like something I want to broadcast. So, you know, I will today a little bit. I may stop doing this and broadcast a couple hours of Neverwinter. Get you guys familiar with that. I haven't played that game in a while, so I might need a refresher on that as well. So I might as well just stick with this. This is what I'm most fresh with. And it's not entirely mining, you know, like I said, we offset it, so. I mean, I can mine forever in Minecraft, and maybe one day I'll show you my Minecraft world as well. I work on that every once in a while. It's one of those games that I play off a broadcast. And this may turn into that as well. You know, you just kind of do your grind, and then when you get to a point where you've got enough stuff to talk about or enough stuff to do that's different than what you've been doing, that's when you throw on the video. That may be how I do it. It's not like we have a shortage of games. I certainly have an abundance of games that I want to play. And get some first reactions and commentary and quick-witted, if the day allows, quick-witted responses. I want to find stuff that you guys are interested in, but at the same time, I want to have some fun too. Understandably so, with the controversy behind No Man's Sky at this point. I've seen a lot of people showing too much interest in the game with all the backlash. It's too bad, really, because it is a fun game. You know, there's just people that they have expectations are murder. And when you get something rolling like a refund on a game, and you hear after like 70 hours of gameplay you can get that refund, that shit's gonna go viral in a way that nobody wants on a manufacturing level, on a production level. I mean, you may not have gotten 100% of what the game was supposed to be, but you still got years of development on a game that isn't broken by any means. It's a little glitched out, but I've had 2 updates in the last week or 2. I mean, they're working hard trying to get this game right. I don't know, maybe I'm just not that nitpicky of a guy. I certainly am when it comes to my women, but you know, video games like this, I mean, I don't see what's wrong with it. Like I said, I'm not a bitch either. No whiny bitch. A scandalous, manipulative bitch. And other words of negative origin. So again, I mean, you see how much Emerald this is. You know, it is so much. I feel like we've been doing this forever, right? And look at this. I mean, I'm filling up fast. You find a nice cluster like this, and you're set. You're not roaming around. You're not, you know, spending time, wasting time looking for Emerald. You find this amazing cluster. This I don't want to say clusters. I don't know what you call it. This spire. It's insane. I wish they all looked like this. They're pretty easy too. I mean, sometimes you get like, you'll find deposits. They're like clinging to mountains, and you gotta kind of, you know, deal with the mountain, work around them, just like scalpel it off the mountain. You know, when you get these tall spires coming straight out of the ground, all you're dealing with is emerald. See, you gotta listen for that, because once that happens, you really need to take a look at what you got going on here. I don't need the carbon. Get rid of the carbon. If we can upgrade our stuff, doesn't look like we're that far down. Our gun's almost gone. Let's see if we got low plutonium.
Technology recharge.
We might be able to stack it up.
Technology recharge.
It does look like we can stack it up. So we freed up 2 spaces for emerald. That's probably all we need. Might not even need that. But this is a huge source of the good stuff. And then you look up and you find these little cubes. I mean, that's a +2. That's a +1. There's a +3. You know, or ×3, whatever you got going on there. I mean, it's worth it to get those. It's not as fast going as this, but when you throw on that precision, it's not that difficult to do. You can clean up real good. Shoot. Sometimes you get things like this. This might not go. Doesn't look like it. Sometimes it'll be like you're welding at it, and it just won't go. Like it's land mass. Oh yeah, babe. Oh yeah. Go. Like we're getting close to the floor acquired some carbon. Nope, we're still good. We can fill up that box with emerald before we hit carbon on accident. Oh my god. We're going to town. So much. Emerald rich. Emerald rich. Fill it up. Yeah, we got it. So we don't have to worry. If we hit a tree now, it's not a big deal. You know? Oh, big balls. Can you believe this? Can you believe it? Can you wrap your mind around this awesomeness? Sometimes you just want to keep going, even though, I mean, the controller vibrates. It lets you know, as well as when your gun is about to overheat. At this point, I'm getting a little sloppy, only because I feel like I'm going to end up filling up my shit before I empty this entire source of emerald, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get another slot open. Maybe I'll drop some plutonium. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're totally stocked now. See if we can...
Technology recharge.
No charge on that. I don't think there's anything else I can really charge up right now. I'm not close enough to my ship to fill that up. But we do have 3 full plutonium. I'm gonna drop this, because this is worth more than spend the time trying to build another stack of 250. Shit. But this is the only day I really have free. Oh, what? Oh, we accidentally got iron? How did that even happen? How did that even happen? It's possible I didn't have that thing full and I had to get carbon or something. I should say that no matter what I do. You know? Get iron, hit carbon. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to fill up that final stack, it looks like. It's possible. See how our precision shooting is up above. We've got a decent amount of stuff up here yet, so... I just finesse it. Finesse it with the M. It's just nice to have it slow down a little bit, and you move your analog just slightly, and you can pick up this stuff in a way that I feel is worth it. Come on, before I overheat it. Got it. I also think it helps on where you hit it. You know, if you can control precisely the whole way, you might not end up with these little bits at all, but I feel like that's just going to be way more time consuming, you know. If you find an effective way to mass produce and then clean up with precision, I think that's the most effective and efficient way of mining in No Man's Sky. But I I've only been in this game for, I don't know, maybe, let's say, where are we? I played through 9. I've probably doubled that time, so we're probably at 20 hours-ish. I'm not really sure. I'm sure the game has logs. Maybe not. Who knows? But it's been around 20 hours of gameplay. So I don't, and I've stuck close to my original system. We have ventured out, but you know, this is the place to be, guys. If you find a planet with emerald like this, don't go anywhere. And you need to make sure where you're doing your trade. You need to know where your trade is, if it's going to be effective. Like, there's an on-planet trading system here that I'm pretty sure the going rate for emerald is less, and it makes sense that it would be less on planet because emerald's everywhere, versus going back to the space station where it seems to be going for exactly what is predicted on the right here. You know, 250 at 68,000. It's crazy. This right here is 137,000 times 3. You know, that's a lot of money. Times 4, times 5, times 6, times 7, times 8. You know, we got well over $1 million in emerald right now. But you know, it takes time. So there's $1 million. It goes towards my 5. We'll have like maybe 6, maybe close to 7. But you know, we're talking 3 more hours plus if we're completely productive on the emerald line before we have enough money to buy the type of ship that we're looking for. But we're pretty full. There's really no need to do... Actually, we weren't that far from our ship at all, were we? Just thinking about earlier. Just doesn't really matter. We need to shoot an asteroid on our way back to the space station. That much is clear. Also, I was going to show you these gauges here are basically what your ship is. It tells you what your ship can do. I've got a little bit of health boost. Weapons, weapons defense. No health, so I have nothing really major as far as health, but my scanner and my weapon. Is this my ship or is this me? I think this is my ship. I think that'll change for, yeah. This changes for me. So I'm not sure utility-wise. Stamina, protection, and health. You know, there's plenty of other upgrades, I'm sure. That's why you want to keep upgrading your suits, so you can make sure that you have space for these, as well as space to carry random, especially if you go on excursions like I go on. But anyway, we're pretty full. What we're gonna do is we're gonna launch off. Okay. Whoa. Going a little fast, but we're going up, so that's normal. We're trying to find the nearest one. That is an hour away. That's 2, 1. It is 6 minutes away. That's where we're going. So that's our direction. Keep it close to the ground in case we find some more emerald. Hopefully we don't, to be honest with you, because I don't think, you know, maybe I'll ditch another plutonium if I have to. Let's just... Where's this? There's a little area over here. We're going to check out real quick. The question marks don't always appear on the map. I don't know if I've said that, but... You see a facility, drop down. Odds are you haven't checked it out yet. So I got a +1. All that'll go into my inventory of upgrades, which they keep separate. You can check it out on an empty slot when we can check it out on an empty slot once we get to the space base, or space station. It's essentially a discovery and restore point. tool tag, new technology discover grenade, propulsion tau times 2 or plus 2. That's pretty nice. That'll come in handy with my next weapon. I don't think I'm going to dismantle, because I'm pretty alright with the propulsion I'm dealing with right now. Those, I guess, is it just helps my standing with the Viking. And the Viking and I are pretty chummy. I haven't fucked with our relationship, as far as I know, in any way. I may have accidentally like shot down one of their ships. But hey, I accidentally shot him. There's no way to say, hey, sorry, I accidentally shot you. He just comes and wants to attack you, so you have to defend yourself. And that's what I did. So that's all that really was over there. Just and that's you're gonna find random shit like that all over the planet. Every planet you're on, there's so many points of interest on any. I could spend the entirety of not the entirety of the game. Obviously, the game wants you to progress forward, but I mean, like, I could spend hours and hours and hours upon hours, and still not completely 100% have this planet. I could have it 100% in the eyes of this right here. 100% complete upload specimens. You're finding species, animals, and plant life. You can get 100% on this shit, and waypoints, discovery, and all that shit. And I don't even know, that might be a daily task type situation. I'm not really sure yet. But as far as a completionist mentality, you're gonna have some issues with this game. And people still have the audacity to nitpick at how big the game is and what was promised to me. Seriously, what the fuck, man? What in the fuck, man? What's wrong with you? There's some people out there that are just fucked in the head, man. Go over yourself. There's a bunch of pansy-ass gamers out there, man. A bunch of slack-jawed... other words that I was gonna say. Looks like it. So that was one of the points, wasn't it? This is one of the points. Sure. Because now it's just showing up as a question mark, but maybe it's a point of interest. It shows up as this red tag, and once you get up to it, it turns into a question mark. That could be. Like there were 4 and now there are only let me check. It's this one, the shelter. As long as we're here, we're gonna check this out. We'll still try and check out the shelter. If that's what it was we were going for, I can't even remember. I mean, it's so big, it's easy to get disorientated. That's 2, there should be 1 more. And there is, so I mean, these particular, this is a monolith, I believe. So you're going to get 3 words. For Viking or Gek. I'm not sure if there are other species, there might be. And then a scenario. So they want my inventory because I'm probably going to acquire something. It's 20,000. It's 13,000. Jeez, let's just charge up on this shit plutonium before we discard. Is that plutonium? Nice.
Technology recharge.
And then I'm dealing with these new updates with my phone and my computer, and they change everything and how they work. I don't understand what's happening with my shit anymore. Stop changing everything. I get used to things the way that they are. It's as bad as those fucking MMOs. It's the reason I hate Destiny so goddamn much. Stop changing shit without my fucking permission. You just update the... You know, updating is fine, you know, if you want the stuff to run smoother, or take care of problems, glitches, or whatever, but when you rearrange my interface, I don't dig that shit. Don't rearrange my interface. I have it the way I like it. I have it the way I acquired it. I have it the way I learned it. Now I have to relearn everything all over again? What the fuck is that shit? Cut it out. It's so stupid. That kind of stuff you should ask permission about. Don't change my interface. At all. You want things to run smooth? I get it. Let's have that shit run smooth. But button clicks, areas, familiarization, you can't just rearrange everything and expect me to be hunky fucking dory about it. Because I'm not. There's something to bitch about. Alright, so we freed up a spot. We're gonna interface with this Fjumberg Uyo fragment. It's a Viking monolith. It is a monolith. So the monoliths do have 3 knowledge stones. Let me have a quick drink here. All this talking is killing my throat. It might be the coffee that I'm drinking too. Let me try some water. Apologies, guys. Apologies. Oh man, water is so good. Alright, so I become a part of a strange new reality. The ancient rock opens. Inside, the dried out heart of an ancient warrior is strung up between wooden pillars, pulses slowly as it hangs there, still beating. Lying below it on a dusty floor are a set of wrinkled lungs that look forever doomed to wheeze stale air. A desiccated eyeball stares up at me, unblinking. So you'll read this description, and then you come down here and see if your amount of words that you've acquired language-wise is enough to give you an idea of your choice. You know, they give you a multiple choice here. But it's, you know, words that you don't understand, warrior body, restore, and power. So with this, I'm assuming they want me to, with this, the keyword is restore here. So I think what they want, even without these words, I probably would have placed the lungs with heart. Before I was like, nah, I was hesitant to even fuck with shit at the monoliths. It's like, respect what it is, respect and leave it alone. Now it's more like, you need to be able to anticipate if the monolith wants you to do something, not necessarily just respect its space. You know, you have to possibly, by doing something, you respect it, versus ignoring a potential problem. So here we know, let's say we know again, we know that we should place lungs with the heart. Heart and lungs pulse in harmony. The monolith's power is restored. As a result, it gives me a blowjob, right? No? Standing with the Viking has been increased. I might acquire something other than that too. Maybe some words. The Atlas word. So we do acquire Atlas words as well. So as far as we know, we have 3 consciousnesses. That don't sound right. Anyway, we have 3 intelligences that we are in contact with as of right now. The main one being the Atlas, which is our guiding force, our beacon, our main guy, the guy that's guiding us in life, you know. Then we have the Viking, which are very prevalent in this system in particular, and we have the Gek, which we encountered in the neighboring system, discovered by some other guy. He's some icy guy. He's been roaming around my area. Whatever the case may be, he may be just out there trying to discover systems, and I am just I could be doing that, but I feel like I'm gonna have a better chance of enjoying the game and doing that by acquiring what I'm acquiring now. Although it did seem like the neighboring system was part of a central hub of many systems that branched off of it and didn't branch beyond that. So I was thinking that I would just kind of stay in this neighboring area, and but the game might push me in a direction that isn't the case. So I just want to make sure that I can get back to the system if I want to or have to, because this is my home, you know? This planet's my baby. I don't want to just leave it for other people to come and... I mean, this is my emerald. This is my planet! Don't fuck with my planet! But there may be others out there similar to this. I spent so much time here, I'm gonna miss it. Anyway, we took care of that, and now, before we get on our ship, let's get our bearings. That seems to be where we're going. The shelter. The shelter. Is this the shelter? It is. So we still have a ways to go. So you have impulse speed, which is just your right trigger. Your R2, I believe. And if you want to go faster, you can push on a circle. But I don't know for sure with that speed that the emerald's gonna materialize or render in time. So I would, if you see a barren area, speed up a little bit, choose a direction, and then slow down again and just kind of survey the land really close to the ground. Because it's, I mean, on this planet it's prevalent, but there may be others, and this is what works for me on a planet such as this. All right. So we're getting closer. It's coming. I'm not exactly looking for emerald right now anyway, so I don't know why they wanted me to empty my inventories. Oh, that's why. They gave me, the monoliths will give you this Viking effigy. These are actually pretty nice. It's $25,000, so that is pretty handy to have. It's one of the more expensive things to acquire with the dark green background. And this is the shelter with the red tag. Looks like any other shelter we've acquired. Once those crosshairs can fit on the landing space, it'll actually land you really nice. Really nice. If that's where we want to go, this is part of it, right? So the ones in the distance, that's in the distance, and this is where we want to be. So why is it a red tag versus a question mark? I have no idea. You know, I couldn't tell you. My inventory is crazy full. So really, I have no idea the difference between a red tag like that. I think I just acquired a marker in a different way versus the question marks are automatic. And these, perhaps, maybe not everything on the planet has question marks. And these you acquire through other means. You know, I do know that, like, the bypass chip, I don't know if they have something like that here. Every once in a while, see that red light over there that spires up? This is basically something that you put a bypass chip in, and you have the option to discover certain things on the planet that probably won't show up as a question mark. What's that? Looks like we got an upgrade over there. Probably two. We got this little area over there. It's it's not common to enter a building and not have an upgrade. We got a new alien over here. It's a weapon upgrade or a new weapon. Let's check it out. It's 11 slots. It's not bad. With these upgrades, but I've got more slots on mine. We'll compare it real quick. I've got a 12 slot, I think. Yeah, I've got a 12 slot, and my upgrades are just better, hands down. I've got my weapons probably worth at least I would say 90,000, based on the upgrades that I have on there. That's an estimation. Gotta play around with these things sometimes. Maybe have I been here before? Usually those things work for me. It's possible I've been here. I have been here. Because this guy, normally the black lines, the black border of the screen will close in on him, top and bottom. And I'll have interactions, which means I took the upgrades here. I'm not sure why that place was tagged then. Maybe it's because I just randomly came upon this. I do, if I see facilities, I will drop down. I don't always see question marks, so that would make sense and that would stand to reason. So it is also likely that I grab this stuff over here, but I'm going to check it out anyway. Because I didn't get that, did I? Not 100% sure. Let's walk really fast. Yeah, we didn't get this. This is nice. Phase cool in Tau. That's huge. It's a +2. So I may have overlooked this the last time I was here. Yeah, we got some stuff in here too. So not a complete waste. Can we move without being so dumb? There we go. Oh, that's new. Rail shot adapter. New technology. Mining beam companion unit. Bolt caster delivers. Oh, so the bolt caster shoots out a mining beam. So you get a mining beam with both. Bolt caster delivers instantaneous damage on targets. Plasma charge process creates an ionized gas arc to propel projectiles at great speed. User will perceive destructive results simultaneously to pull off the trigger. Operates automatically. Maybe that's what it is. It seems that way, though, doesn't it? I mean, it says mining beam companion unit. Or maybe not, actually. Maybe it's just, like I have a mining beam, and this is the blaster, right? So it's shooting projectiles. So, and when I hear like a rail shot or like a rail gun, I'm thinking like a minigun. You know, it's just continuous projectile shots. So that might be what it is. In any case, it's nice to have it. I don't really use that feature on my gun yet, but I mean, you get something a little bit larger where I have more inventory slots, and maybe I can have like my multi-tool be multifunctional beyond what it already is, which is basically dual. It's a dual thing. It's more than that, because I have the analysis visor and I have the scanner on it. But basically for fighting or mining, I've got the beam. And I've got the plasma launcher. I don't know. I think that goes with the mining beam. Because this right here, you know, that image, this blue here, this image, this mining beam, you know, all plasma launcher stuff looks like the plasma launcher. So when you look at that, it's hard to look at it now because I don't know how to see that stuff right now without an empty slot, but it looked exactly like that. So I think that is an attachment for the mining beam. It looks like it may actually alter it in a way that I probably won't like. It's hard to know for sure without trying it out, but it's very hard to try it out and you know, say, oh, I don't like that, and then put it away, because once you dismantle it, I'm pretty sure it's gone for good. So there's not a lot of trial and error. It looks like we have some emerald over here. I have seen deposits like this ground-wise before. Might be able to go into the ground a little bit. Scan should show us. So it's not a huge deposit, but might be able to. I think we can fill up a little bit of what we got there. I don't think we're completely topped off, are we? lot, but you know, if you get some, say about 20 worth of, and emerald does come in crystal form as well. Just like it, that's it. Also, if you find like a floor deposit, like this one is, and say you have, you know, like a pod, like a exosuit upgrade pod on top of it, which I actually have had that. If you have something that, because it is procedurally generated, that shit can happen. Sometimes you'll have something like that on top of a floor deposit of emerald, and some floor deposits go very deep into the ground. With a pod exosuit upgrade, it will limit the amount of the mineral that you can mine, actually, and that goes straight down. So if you have a really deep deposit and you have an exosuit upgrade on 3/4 of the floor deposit, you're likely only going to you're only likely going to get 1/4 of it all the way down, and it's going to be a difficult trek back up as a result. So just be aware of that. Chrysanite. You know, I'm filling up on this shit. I am filling up on all kinds of shit. So I think what we're gonna do, now that we have a better understanding of those red tags, it's really not that imperative. I mean, it is and it isn't, like, because what's that sound? I mean, I guess it's nice because they tell you what it is you're going towards. But the red itself just indicates that you acquired this knowledge through an external source. But you got an abandoned building, you got a transmission tower. So if you're looking for something specific, holy fuck, there's emerald right there. This planet is amazing, I'm telling you. I have no reason to go anywhere else until I have acquired all the gear that I want. Now, I'm concerned that the moment I buy myself that awesome fucking ship, I'm gonna find like a $25 million ship that has 50 fucking slots, and now I'm gonna have to fucking, you know, mine even more, because that's just how I do. But maybe I'll continue some progress in the game at that point. But right now, we are kind of held up based on the things that I want personally. But, you know, they're very descriptive with some of these fun little things that they do here. You know, see, like, I'll just run into something random, you know, like this. Which I think I've already done this one, but we'll just stop real quick. You know, you don't have anything prompting me to be here. No, see, and it hasn't been discovered. You have a question mark there, but it doesn't always show up on your radar. But it'd definitely be more prominent if, say, I bypass that chip on that one place with the light, throw a bypass chip in there, say I'm looking for a monolith, and then boom, it's gonna put up one of these little red tags, and now I know exactly where a monolith is. Versus question mark is just basically question mark, and they don't always come up. What the fuck is that? Tribute. Yeah, I'll wait till I'm up top. Let's get some of these knowledge stones. Again, monolith, we know there are going to be a minimum 3. I've never seen anything more, never anything less. Again, ruins are probably just going to be 2. But I don't know yet. Ruins could probably be anything, but they were 2 that last time we went to the ruins. We're going to play with this, and we got a full inventory, which means we're going to end up with another one of these, I'm sure. Well, we're looking at 10,000 units on plutonium that we can use. Thamium. We can acquire this in space. Probably. Probably. We're gonna get rid of this. And we're gonna get rid of that. Because we're on our way to the space station anyway, so. The monolith shows images of creatures lying dead before it, each sacrificed, butchered, and offered up to whatever gods were once worshipped here. Suddenly, the head of a small woodland animal raises up through the earth below me and stares at me with wide eyes. gives a joyful skip. Its tiny hooves reach ground level. Something is clearly expected of me. This is a Vy'keen monolith. These guys don't really care for the Sentinels and all that bullshit. They want a sacrifice, clearly. Over here are keywords: sacrifice, beast, blood, herc. So we're going to sacrifice a creature. I blast the woodland animal in two. And I am rewarded for it. So it's problem solving, but it's, you know, it may go against some of your morals. May or may not. You have to play out the scene in your head, you know. You don't have to do it, but it may limit the amount of rewards that you get. You gotta play into what these things want. Anyway, it is nice that you can get emerald in green form, green crystal form, but they're not. They're rare. They're not as prevalent as our cluster bombs around here. I got one around here somewhere. But yeah, there's one right there. It's a nice size one too. But we're not gonna dick around with that. What is this? Micro density fabric? I've acquired this at one point somewhere else. Pretty sure I can do some crafting with it. It's not worth holding because I think it's craftable, and it's only worth 1,000. So don't dick around with that shit. You're not gonna hold up an inventory slot for $1,000 worth of product. It's just not that valuable to me. But we're off. Even I wish I could do this, you know. That was a thing. Anyway, we're leaving the planet. We head in between the other two planets in the system. Our space station will eventually appear. There it is. We're gonna get a little bit closer, and then we'll hone in on the space travel. It will hone. So let's see if we can do that now. And also, the brake is just L2. Is that what it is? Yeah, it's just L2. Press and hold, and you're still going to go fast. Actually, if you just pressed it, you would still be going fast. So I think I slowed down completely, but if you just tap it, you'll come out of super speed and still be going fast, I believe. We'll try it again. But see now. When I press L1 and R1 in the general area, I'm pressing it right now. If I'm too far away, it's just going to go in that direction, but if I'm close enough, it'll hone in, just like that. So right around here, I'm going to press L1 and R1, and the dot hones in. It hones in on my target. And my target being the space station. Now, I can comfortably let my ship move at this speed. It will automatically drop out of super speed and slow down, and then it'll drop down from that secondary speed. So I'm gonna tap my L2 right now, tapping it. I'm still going pretty fast, and it's hard to maneuver, but things are just swinging by me. You know, so I mean, I'm just looking around right now. But I mean, I could try and maneuver like this, but it is difficult to travel like this. It's got some pull. So, and that shit can happen. So I'm honing in again. It's locked on. So when I'm heading towards the space station, I get close enough, it's going to drop out into that secondary speed, and it will eventually drop out of that speed into impulse. Right towards the opening of the space station. It has me going right towards the opening of the space station. There's nothing for me to worry about. I don't have to search around the space station. Watch as I drop out. Drop. Going fast. I'm going to drop again. See, now I'm down to impulse. And at this point, I can control my ship comfortably, arc it down into the light, and then it pulls me in. It does all the work. So it's a I mean, once you understand how it works, it's pretty easy, pretty comfortable to operate. This is the area that you want to be in. I mean, for me, where I'm at. The space station, this terminal. I sell all my emerald. Another feature I noticed in the trade, what's this? Trade terminal. So I can come in here, and initially, it wants to take everything that I have on me, you know. But I can switch between starship as well. Before I was just I was getting out of the screen. I was pulling everything from my starship, putting it on in my main inventory, and selling it that way. But it's nice that you can switch to your starship's inventory and pull all that stuff out here as well. So I mean, with the amount of emerald we have on the ship, it's close to $500,000. Sell it. We're selling that shit. I don't really think we have anything else on here at this point. But we go to our exosuit and we have probably another $500,000. You know, here we go, right there. We made $1 million in credits, in emerald, in the last 2 episodes, and that's with me dicking around. You know, so we're probably, yeah, we're close. We got 6 million, 6.6 million plus. We got these effigies. We're selling those for a couple thou. You know, that's nice. This gra that sells pretty good. We're gonna sell this, the microdensity fabric. We can craft that at any time. Crystalite, titanium, the Geknip. We got 20,000 in Geknip. You know, it all adds up. I keep those darker green background items for trade just because, I mean, it's fast, easy cash, you know, versus, you know, having to mine. Mining is a tedious process. You know, it's fun and it's a good game, but it can be fucking tedious on the grind. That's what it is. But I make sacrifices for the greater good of my prolonged game. I don't think so short term. I want a long term ease. So I'll struggle hard in the beginning and then just coast the rest of the way. That's how I like it. That's how I play. And that's how I hope it plays. Anyway, now that we sold most of that stuff, we're going to get into our inventory and just check it out. We know we have to pick up some thamium. We're taking this back. Put this over here. This we can probably carry on us now. Make some room. So we have so much going on over here. Let's actually like to be organized a little bit. We'll just have it in this random off slot. We'll move the plutonium over. Titanium can stick with the other titanium, and zinc. We're only ever going to keep 1 zinc. And this is basically zinc I keep just for the off chance that I need it for crafting. I'm fine with just 250 units. I don't think I'm going to need anything more than that. It is rare enough to the point where I feel like I need to stack it, so maybe I'll keep 500 like a 250 secondary stack on me, depending on how my inventory slots are. But yeah, we'll keep a backup platinum for random occurrences, backup crystalite. Those are almost full, you know, so we'll have 750 totaled. You know, and that's again for upgrading, crafting, shit like that. They're rare. They're not rare, but they're scattered around. So to have it on hand when you need it beats having to upgrade and not have it, and then scrounge looking for it. That's my opinion on it. So you know, and it pulls from, like, the last upgrade I did, I think pulled from aluminum. You know, when I don't know when the next time is that I'm going to find aluminum. Maybe in an asteroid. It certainly is a better way of accumulating aluminum versus harvesting it on planet, like I do with emerald. If I could find emerald in asteroids, I mean, that would be awesome because it's just super fast with the ship. But I think I found aluminum as an asteroid. I know I found nickel as an asteroid. That's the way I harvest nickel for sure. It is also the main way I harvest thamium-9, which we're going to put probably right here. We're going to keep this titanium like this, and we'll leave these slots open to 500 stacks of emerald, hopefully. That's what I would like. Or, yeah, four slots for 500 stacked emerald. That'll be around a 0.5 mil, plus what I can carry on me. Looks like 0.5 mil plus. Yeah, depending on how I have things situated. If I acquired a lot of Geknit or Gra. Yeah. Which is a thing. Let's put our plutonium over here. I'll probably acquire some carbon, and then we'll go to town again. You know, like I said, I might get another sink if that one fills up. But I'm pretty comfortable with 250 on a stack. Backup titanium, I mean, that'll come in handy if I don't believe I'll ever go through this, but you know, I'm prepared. That's what I do. Ooh, pardon these yawns, guys. Pardon these yawns. Ooh, and a good stretch. With that, you guys, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this broadcast and come back in with an approach on our main planet, the one that we've been spending the last 2 episodes on, and do some more mining, try and acquire some more money, try and get ourselves up to that 10 million mark. That is our goal. And if not, maybe I'll do some Neverwinter. I'm not entirely sure, but I am going to take a little bit of a break and rest my voice, drink some water, have some coffee, and enjoy some of my day. Yeah. In any case, if you liked the video, click that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. I try and put out content like this every week. My PlayStation handle is Straight Swag. The YouTube channel, Worst Name 69. Not entirely sure if I'm going to be sticking with this YouTube channel. I might be looking for something a little bit more professional. I am dealing with some copyright bullshit with some of my previous broadcasts, so I'm not entirely sure. We're going to see how that plays out, because I don't want to be doing all this. I was trying to just building up my content on my channel for the offshoot that maybe one day I would monetize. Wasn't exactly sure how that was going to work out, but if everybody's copywriting on my fair use, which is commentary, first impressions, gameplay, I'm gonna get a little ticked off and not even do it. I'm probably gonna research a little bit more. But I mean, I have a lot of fun doing this as a hobby, but I always had the hopes that maybe if I acquired enough content that I would eventually, potentially, monetize, especially if I had built up my audience. So it's not exactly going too well with No Man's Sky right now, but I don't blame anybody, not the manufacturers of the game, and not well, I guess I do blame the populace of the whiny bitches that are complaining over nothing. False advertisement, you know, basically, you know, go fuck yourself. It's a great game, you guys. Don't let that shit fucking shut you away. In any case, I hope you guys have a great night, great day, whatever it is you are experiencing at the time of watching this video. I had a great one. I hope you did too. We'll see you in the next one.